Merci, Dcoin Charles. Dcoin Charles, please.
Conti, page 10.
Conti, sir.
Okay. Mr. Charles, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right today, whatever you say, cannon will be used against you. Everything is being recorded. You have an attorney here in the courtroom who will represent you for today's purposes. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Orlando. How are you?
Good, Judge. How about yourself?
Good. From what I understand, the public defender has some obvious conflict. They can't represent this man at first appearance. From what I understand also is your office cannot really be appointed until, I think, the arraignment maybe? Is that it? Well, basically, I think what I'm saying is today you're appearing for the purposes of today's hearing because he's basically unrepresented, he doesn't have anyone to represent him, and then it'll get sorted out after today's hearing, right?
Yeah.
Is that your understanding?
Well, I mean, if you have an order and you sign it, then we would be appointed from this point out.
And Your Honor, and I haven't had a chance to talk to Mr. Orlando about this. What has been explained to me by the clerk's office, and I've spoken with Raleigh Oglesby, who's the supervisor of the Public Defender's ERU unit. The clerk's office, for whatever reason, is unable to have regional conflict counsel appointed at first appearance. The procedure that they would ask the court to go through, which I have no objection to, Ms. Levy has no objection to, is having, in a situation like this, having someone from regional conflict counsel represent the person at first appearance. If they are going to be seeking a court-appointed attorney after the first appearance, file the paperwork, and then in the assigned division, if the case, assuming the case is filed or a hearing before the case is filed, the public defender could move to withdraw, and at that point, regional conflict counsel will be appointed in the division.
Sounds like a complicated process.
This is just what was explained to me by the clerks, because we've done it the other way, and what's been told to me is that caused problems in the division.
So let's get down to where the rubber meets the road today, all right? The defendant, Mr. Charles, is charged with robbery with a firearm, possessing a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon. Count 3, grand theft. Count 4 is a probation violation. Now, let me ask the state of Florida, are you seeking a foreclosed bond and release conditions today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the state's seeking to hold him without bond. There must be a showing of proof evident presumption grade today. State, do you have any comment about that?
Yes, Your Honor. I would just rely on the probable cause affidavit from Officer Hildebrandt of Coral Springs Police Department, in which both the alleged victim and a witness gave sworn statements that a person committed a robbery of Raul Medal at gunpoint, that he was in possession of a firearm and stole a phone. This person was identified by Raul Medal as the defendant, someone he's had contact with him in the past, by the defendant's own admission of there was supposed to be a sale of a cell phone pursuant, I believe, to a Craigslist ad, Your Honor. Additionally, the police conducted a search of the residence where Mr. Charles was arrested. They received a consent to search from one of the residents and found a black semi-automatic pistol that was consistent with the one described by both the victim and the witness. That was also, it was, one moment, Your Honor, wrapped in bubble wrap and put in an AC air handler. Additionally, Your Honor, Mr. Charles corroborates to a certain extent the story, the allegations made by Mr. Medal and the witness by saying he was at the park. He took pretty much everything that was reported, except he claimed he wasn't in possession of a firearm. But there are two witnesses, both the victim and the witness, saying he was in possession of a firearm that happened to be found at his residence, matching the description given by those people.
Okay. Any comment today about whether it's proof evident presumption grade?
Well, Judge, I spoke to Mr. Charles. I told him that if we get appointed, we would file a motion for an Arthur hearing in front of Judge Bober.
The court today is going to find proof evident presumption great as to count 1, count 2. His bond's $2,500, 3, 1,004. Probation violation will be held without bond, and the court will order the defendant have no contact with Raul Medal. No contact with Raul Nadal, directly and indirectly. Anything else from the state?
Nothing from the state,
Defense,
Judge.
anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good seeing you, Mr.
Okay,
Orlando.
good seeing you. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
Sure. Let me hear. I don't know if you had a chance to pull.
Just give me a quick moment here.
Perfect. All right, great. Thanks, meeting. I've heard you on the phone here before. All right, have a good one.
Okay.
Thank you. For
Good afternoon. My name's John Hurley. I'm your judge. This afternoon, we're in first appearance court. Today is the day the court determines whether or not there is
What you?
probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial. We're not here to determine your guilt or innocence. It's not for today. You don't need to tell us what happened. You don't need to defend yourself, explain yourself, make any excuses. It's not for today. Please save that for your attorney in a private meeting. Remember, you have the constitutional right to remain silent. However, if you give up the right to remain silent, whatever you say today can and will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney when you call forward, let me know who that is. We'll contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court today. Now, may I help the front row here? Which case are you here on?
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay, may I see Devin Owen, please? Devin Owen.
He'll no bond now. That'll be changed. And he'll have
North Broward.
bond of $1,000.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Hello, Miss Owen. Ma'am.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi. It's not necessary that you make any comments today about what did or did not occur. Please let me ask you a question if we need to hear from you, all right?
Yeah, but improperly. That's been
Okay.
vacated.
Ma'am, you've been charged with a domestic battery, and the court finds probable cause. State, are there any priors on Miss Owen?
Yes, Your Honor, I got it. Your Honor, in last year, she was arrested for domestic violence battery against the same alleged victim. That was declined. The only other thing I seen in Broward was 1985, a grand theft.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. All right, bye.
Okay, ma'am, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes,
tell me-
sir.
No, ma'am. Miss Owen, I don't need to hear from you right now.
Sorry.
Miss Owen, you can
wait.
just stand by right there. Ma'am, tell me your name.
Deborah Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, and you are the partner of Miss Owen, am I
Yes.
correct? And how long have you two known each other?
Known each other for about 29 years. We've been together for 20.
Okay. And tell me about Miss Owen. Is she currently employed?
No,
Does she, has she been employed in the last,
yes,
frequent or recent time?
yes, for
How long has it been since she's been employed?
6 months.
Okay, what type of work was that?
She was the service manager for a yacht brokerage firm.
Okay, and let me ask, has she been supporting herself since then?
Yeah,
How does she support herself, do you know?
she has money in the bank.
She does?
Yes.
Okay, does she own any houses, any land, any property?
We own a
Together.
house together.
Okay, and, all right. Now, Miss Owen, let me just ask you a few questions about how long you've lived here, things like that. Okay, how long have you lived in South Florida, ma'am?
Born and raised.
Okay.
Broward General Hospital.
Where'd you go to high school?
St. Thomas Aquinas.
Okay, and do you have money in the bank right now?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, and approximately how much do you think you have? Roundabout figure.
$500,000.
Really? Well, it looks like bond's not going to be a problem today. Okay. Now, does okay? So I mean, after that, I mean, there's, we have people say they have billions, but then we take that with a grain of salt. But you say this is legit. Okay. Well, now let me ask you, ma'am. Let me just say I've read the report. It says that you had bruises and scratches on your body. It showed to the Davie police. It says early in the day yesterday that she was taken to a facility for alcohol issues. I hear that she had thrown something, a bungee cord at you, grabbed you by the front of your shirt, dug her nails into your skin, lifted you off your chair, threw you to the ground, You received a cut on your arm in the process, and she had to be taken to the hospital before she could come to jail just because of her alcohol issues. So, is there anything you want to say about it? She was arrested last year for the same thing against you. And how did that case get dropped? Did you go fill out papers to have that dropped?
No, I didn't do anything last time. There was a no contact order, I'm assuming by the court, and I didn't do anything.
You asked to have the charges dropped?
No.
No?
This time, I was advised to do a restraining order, which I
Okay.
just did.
Okay. And do you feel that she represents a danger
Yes.
to you? Okay. And is it basically driven by alcohol? Okay, and is it a daily problem with her and alcohol?
Yes.
And does she ever carry any guns or weapons with her?
No.
No? Has she been, between last year and now, has she been abusive to you in that time?
Yes.
And tell me about that. I mean, I assume there are times you didn't call the police, right?
One time, I tried to stop her from driving.
Right.
And tried to take her keys away from her, and she elbowed me in the cheekbone and to try to get the keys away and knocked me into the wall, and I had a big bruise on my face.
Can they see me?
What time does she start drinking during the day?
She goes out at 7 o'clock in the morning as soon as she can go get alcohol, and she drinks all day long.
Really?
Yeah,
How long has this been going on? The alcohol issues?
it's been going on for years.
Really? Okay. Steve, do you have
Well, I
any
just
comments?
wanted the court to be aware, the incident last year, she was arrested, and allegedly occurred October 28th, so it wasn't like it happened in January and it's a year later. It was just a matter of months ago.
Right.
She's been to 4, she's been to rehab facilities 4 different times in the last 4 months, 3 months.
Really?
Yes.
And that doesn't
She went to a 28-day program, and 2 days later she drank.
Really?
And then she went back for 2 weeks, and the next day she drank.
Wow. So, okay. So, all right, ma'am. Ma'am, this is the second time in a matter of months you've been arrested for abusing Miss Johnson. I'm very concerned about her safety. This appears to be ongoing domestic violence. It does appear to be driven by alcohol, and I'm going to give you, and I do know you have a grand theft out of 1985. I do know you have sufficient funds to bond. I'm going to set your bond today at $15,000. An order pretrial release with a GPS monitor. I'm going to waive the cost of the monitor, and I'm going to order she's tested for alcohol at least twice per week. And ma'am, if you violate this court's order and you're ordered not to consume any alcoholic beverages while you're on release, I'm going to write it right here. If you consume any alcoholic beverages, 1 drop, and the court will find out about it. If you do, you'll be rearrested. You'll be held most likely without bond. Do you understand that, Miss Owen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to order also that you are to attend 7 AA meetings per week. So that would be once per day. You have to, if you don't have a sponsor, you need to get a sponsor. You're going to go 7 days per week. Let me see. Anything else, Dave?
Well, Your Honor, I just wanted to make sure, because of her testimony regarding her assets, is the court imposing the cost for the GPS monitor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take that back. I'm not going to waive the cost. Let me look here. Deborah Johnson, I need to fill this in. Now, I'm also going to order that you have no contact directly or indirectly with Ms. Johnson. You are not allowed to contact her by telephone, text, email, note, or third party. You must stay 500 feet from her. That is where she lives, works, goes to school, goes to the grocery store, anywhere in between. And you are not allowed to possess any guns, any weapons, any firearms while you're out on release. You're not allowed to have any alcoholic beverages in your possession, beer, wine, liquor. You can't even have it in your possession, much less consume it. And Is there anything else you think we need to talk about, ma'am? I'm going to put an ankle monitor on her, give her a $15,000 bond. I'm going to get her, she's got to go to AA 7 days a week. She's going to be tested twice per week for alcohol consumption. And if she violates, the chances of her remaining in custody for a significant length of time are very great.
Okay,
All right? Anything else think we need to discuss?
that's good.
Okay, I'm sorry we had to meet like this, but you know, I'm just the first day judge. I'm just today, and then it's going to go on to this will go on to Judge Katie McHugh,
Okay,
and she'll handle it. I wrote some notes here.
great.
She'll see my notes. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ms.
How do I get my clothes and my stuff out of the house?
Okay, hold on one moment. Do you have any mutual friends that you could drop her belongings, some of her belongings off? Okay. I'll allow contact through a third party only to collect your belongings. That's the only reason
Okay.
you contact the third party. Not about this case, not about any other matter. Just who would be a good person to have mutual contact with?
Eddie.
Eddie. Contact Eddie. Eddie will contact Ms. Johnson, and they'll switch the clothes and the belongings, all right?
I don't know about that. We'll see what the judge
And get my
says.
car?
That'll be arranged through Eddie, all right?
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. We have a child in the back there. How you doing? Come on in.
How are you?
Good. Which case are you here on?
Dcoin Charles.
Okay. Well, what's your name, ma'am?
Camille Harris.
And how do you know Dcoin Charles?
That's my boyfriend.
Okay. How about the little boy? How does he know Dcoin?
That's his dad.
Oh. Okay. Well, he's being held right now without bond. He's going to go see his trial judge. Do we know who the trial judge is?
Judge Bober
Judge Bober,
Sure.
Bober.
told them
Do we have a case number yet? A minute.
on the new case. Yes,
What's the new case?
the new case, and Mr. Orlando, I spoke with him. He has it also. It is 15-2115 CF10A.
2115.
The probation case is 13-11562 CF10A, and he's scheduled to see Judge Bober on the 20th, so that would be, I guess, Friday morning,
Friday at what time? 8:30 maybe?
9 a.m. It says. Sure. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. And Judge, and I just spoke with Mr. Atria. The public defender's office is going to get him the paperwork he needs to fill out, which can start the process of eventually getting him regional conflict counsel.
Got it. Okay, this is. Okay. Ma'am, here's what I've done. I've written his two case numbers down. I've written the date. He's got to be in on Friday. He's going to be at Friday, 9 a.m. in front of Judge Bober. You know, Judge Bober is in the north wing over on the other side of the building. So that's where it is at 9 a.m. on Friday.
Go to that one?
Sure, you can go.
Okay.
You know, you may want to find a babysitter for the child though. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Now, sir, may I help you, Mr.
I'm
Douglas?
not on your docket. If you want to, I can wait to a break.
Well, just tell me what you have going and we'll see what we can
Jeffrey
do.
Stockhammer, the last time I was here, the last case that I had.
Okay.
When we put the electronic monitor on Mr. Stockhammer, I
Right.
spoke with the state. You put it on there for the sole reason to make sure he stays away from 1,000 feet.
Right.
I had spoke with pretrial. They said there are no other obligations. Well, when he
Right.
went to pretrial, when he got out of jail, they're putting a 3-county limit on him, and they're saying he can't have any type of drinking whatsoever. And you explicitly said on the record that this is only for the purpose of making sure he stays within
Okay.
1,000 feet. That was a case where I showed you the non-police report that showed they said something different, and you did a $2,500 bond and did the GPS to stay 1,000 feet away from her.
Right, let me ask you, is it any kind of problem that he stays within West Palm, Broward, and
Yeah,
Dade?
because he's got relations up in Martin County, in Stewart.
Okay.
So I'd like to, at the very least, extend it to that, and then no alcohol in excess. I mean, I don't want him slubbering drunk, but if he wants to have some wine with, I mean, the only reason you put the GPS was to track him, not, he doesn't have to report.
I know.
Your Honor, one in pretrial can bring, my understanding is with a GPS monitor, that's how they track them in a tri-county area.
Yeah,
It never extends
that was
outside of
the issue.
tri-county.
I mean, the wine, okay, if he wants to have a glass of wine, sir, I'm not gonna hold him back from that.
Okay.
Boy, he
The-
paid you money to come in and go, I have to have my wine. Okay.
No, Judge.
Your Honor, the alcohol, I'm sure that's just standard for anyone that gets put on pretrial.
Defendant's
That's
allowed
up
to
to the
consume
court.
a moderate amount of alcohol.
But
Okay.
the tri-county, that would be,
Tri-County, it's a distance thing with the GPS.
Is
though.
it?
that's my understanding, and
Yeah.
I would just ask,
It can't go north of West Palm. That's the way it
Well, if
works.
he, okay, I guess, if he's north of West Palm, though, then he obviously isn't anywhere near her in
Yeah,
Fort
but then he
Lauderdale.
goes off the grid, and then they
Right.
think it broke, and then they don't know where he is, and then,
If I find any evidence to the contrary, may I come back to you to include Martin, because he's got,
sure.
he
Your
goes,
boy- your-
he goes up there on a monthly basis.
Your Honor, what we would request, because this is already, the alleged victims,
People from Martin just come to Broward.
They can, but I don't know how long this case is gonna last, and I thought, you know what?
Why don't we do this?
What's that?
Why don't you save that for the trial judge?
I'll do that.
Maybe they'll take you want to give me an order for the wine?
I'll do that.
Okay.
And I thank you for your time.
No,
I didn't really know about
I'll
the
include
Tri-County
beer
area.
and sangria with that, all right? All right, okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem.
Judge,
Yep.
Sue wants an order for her to have wine too.
Yeah, well, not in the jail, Sue, not in the jail. All right, Sue?
Okay.
All right. Now, Thomas Barger.
Yes, President Domain.
Mr. Barger, domestic battery, the court finds probable cause. Steve, do you have any parts on Mr. Barger?
one of the first pages is the message.
Anything to add on Mr. Barger, Mr. Miller?
A judge, he's a 5-year resident of South Florida. He's been at the same address for a little over a year. He's a server at the Royal Pig. No money in the bank, no real estate. He does have a place to stay separate and apart from the alleged victim in the case. Not sure who's going to help bond him out, but I would ask the court to consider that I think it is another one of those cases where the actual harm exceeds the intent. Apparently it was a push in the chest and he fell through a window. I don't think anybody intended that to happen. And of course, resulting harm was a result of the fall, not necessarily from
Isn't that the
intent.
eggshell skull rule?
It is, Your Honor, but it's certainly something the court can take into
I understand.
consideration.
Remember that from law school?
It's
The eggshell skull.
Eggshell skull doctrine.
This is a traffic
Eggshell skull
hit by a
doctrine.
car,
Right.
2008 trespass out of Orlando.
Okay. Now, was there contact with the alleged victim? No contact? Let me look here. Okay. Sir, I'm going to set your bond today at $1,500 based on the level of violence and the level of violence and the court's concern for Mr. Rosario. I'm going to order no contact with Mr. Rosario, directly or indirectly. Don't call him, don't text him, don't email him. Stay 500 feet from him at all times. That is where he lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess any guns, any weapons, any firearms while you're on release. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Drop
Judge,
something,
may I
Mr.
call
Douglas?
one? Okay, you're done. May I
No.
call one out of order as friend of the court?
Okay.
Have a seat outside. You can just
Okay.
We keep having this size docket, so she'll laugh at anything,
Right.
smile about anything.
ISIS.
Can I call one out of order, Judge?
Yes.
Okay, page 7. It's Danilo
Isis Smith, North Broward, refused.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna go ahead and find probable cause on that. Bond's 2,000.
Well, wait, this is on figure.
No, it's on Isis Smith.
Oh, okay.
Figueredo.
Okay, who do you have? Sir?
Danilo Figueredo.
Figueredo.
And he has a private counsel, Your Honor. I've spoken with the private counsel. I have a number. I've also spoken with Sabrina, Judge Siegel's judicial assistant. And according to Sabrina and the private counsel, there has been an agreement for him to be released on recognizance. And I was wondering if the judge would care to call Sabrina and verify the situation.
Now, is Sabrina the private attorney or the prosecutor?
Sabrina is the judicial assistant for Judge Siegel.
Your Honor, I'll find out who's handling the case. Also, I'll make a call real quick.
Okay,
While
do you have the name and number of the private attorney?
I do.
Go ahead. Bring that in to me.
Okay, first name's Martin. I spell the last name Victor, Echo, Romeo, Golf, Uniform, India, Sierra, Tango, India, November.
Well,
That's
you
how you
lost
told
me
me.
after the first November. Go ahead, Victor, what?
V is in Bob?
Yeah.
Change the Victor to a Bravo.
Got it.
Echo, Romeo.
GU
Golf, Uniform.
Got it.
India, Sierra.
TIAN.
Tango, India, Alpha, November.
I think that's how it is.
That's not what he felt in.
All I can say is over and out and roger that. I don't, not, yeah. All right.
BERGUISTIAN.
All right. Gear up.
Phone number's
flags
not
on.
305
Okay,
251
What's it? What is it? Ian?
305.
251
Okay.
2302. Sabrina's extension is 6348.
Sir, you're going to be released on your own recognizance. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Do you have any family in South Florida?
Outside, everything on the blue
Money in the bank?
You see Kaylee Shanahan.
Real estate or
North
bank?
Broward.
Absolutely, because right now it's been assigned to domestic, so they need to do
Ma'am, you have a violation of parole or probation. I think parole. You're going to be held without bond, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sooner is better because your battery's dying as we speak. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Mr. Shea.
All right.
I mean, make
James Austin. James.
hold on.
Okay, let me just look here.
What'd she go to prison for?
Here you go.
Thank you for taking the time to.
No problem.
It was nice watching you, the elderly lady.
Oh, you, please.
She's gonna go to pay me, I'll just stand up.
All right, William Dobson, Kenneth Roberts, Abdullah Kale. Okay,
Page 5, main.
okay. Charged with license suspended, no driver's license. Those warrants are a total of $750. Thank you.
The one that we're holding on to.
How about Kenneth Roberts?
That might be, that's it.
That's it. Down the middle, out the door.
Where's Roberts?
Come on, Mr. Roberts.
Mr. Roberts? You get it? Check. All right. Okay, Kenneth Roberts. So
Yes, main jail.
Sir, you're here for a battery. Court finds probable cause. This is Salvation Army shelter. Hit someone in the face there twice. Witnessed by security. That was Jason Elo. So it says the defendant was under the influence of alcohol at the time. Steve, do we have any priors on this gentleman? Do you have anything to add, Mr. Miller?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Roberts came from North Carolina to be homeless here instead of there because it's warm. He got on the bus himself, paid for his own ticket. Has no one to bond him out, but he is a honorable discharge veteran of the United States Army, 1978 to 1981.
Wow, that's great. That's great. What'd you do in the Army?
Medic.
What was your MOS?
91 Bravo.
Okay.
That's me.
Last year, North Carolina, intoxicated and disruptive. Let's see. He had possession of Schedule 6 drug and marijuana in 98. DUI 83. Possession of marijuana. No, not getting into that.
Okay. Sir, it's a tough position for the court because I'd probably release you on your own recognizance, but the problem is you don't have ties to the community, you don't have an address, and and you do have a few priors. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. What I hope to do is get this over to Veterans Court, but I don't think I can order that today. I think they don't know. Okay? So I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I understand that it's difficult for the court with no ties. I wonder if maybe you would consider a pre-trial to the Broward Outreach Center.
It's just so tenuous to try to put someone pre-trial to go to Broward Outreach, and then if they don't get in Broward Outreach, then they're back on the street, then they don't get their mail to come back to court. And, I mean, at the end of the day, this is still a violent crime. I mean, it's not like trespassing or something, but this is a violent crime. So, sir, your bond's going to be $1,000. I'm going to ask you to stay away from Jason Elo. Thank you.
All right, too bad.
Abdullah Abun.
Nah.
1 second, Judge.
Okay.
Sir, you're charged with possessing cannabis, license suspended. Sir, Abdul, how do you say your last name?
Abukel?
Okay. Sir, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
4 years.
4 years? What do you do for work?
Well, I did security for G4S, and I worked for LA Fitness, but now I'm unemployed.
Okay.
I didn't know her name.
Sorry about that, Judge.
And I was a translator for U.S. Army in Iraq for 5 years before
You're kidding me. Really?
Yes, I was.
Were you a civilian?
I was a civilian contractor with the Special Forces.
Which language do you translate?
Arabic to
Okay.
English, and English Arabic.
Sounds good. Okay, do you still live on Lakeside Drive?
No, actually, I moved.
You don't have to give me the address, but tell them what street.
Don't tell us the address.
Margate. Okay, Margate.
You don't live on Lakeside Drive anymore?
No. I moved 2 months ago.
Hold on.
I live with my mom and sister now.
Okay, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, but you're not. Who lives on Lakeside Drive? Do you know who lives there now?
No,
Okay.
I left.
You're not going to get your mail. Your mail is going to go to Lakeside Drive. So when you get out of jail, go to the clerk of the court and give them your new address, so you can get your
All right.
mail. All right?
Sure.
Okay. Good luck. Thank you. I'm going to release you. ROR.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I just got a call from Judge Siegel's secretary. They wanted to add one condition to the release, that he provide the clerk with a up-to-date address. So I'm bringing him back so you can tell him that.
Okay. All right. That's on the trafficking and credit card.
Correct.
Okay. Nessie Darrell Lewis, Dean Alexander, Emanuel Moise.
Lewis bonded, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Dean Alexander, you have a warrant on a misdemeanor. It's possession of cannabis. You want to wait? That's not Dean Alexander. You Emanuel Moise? Hey, there he is.
Judge, I spoke with Mr. Alexander a moment ago. He's interested in resolving if the court is so inclined.
Okay, Mr. Alexander, you want to plead no contest to possession of marijuana, cannabis?
Oh, yes, sir.
How do you plead, sir?
No, guilty, sir.
Do you understand we're not going to have a trial? We're not going to appoint an attorney? Case will be over with today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Emanuel Moise?
Outside. President, the main judge, we have a PC argument.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
I've read the probable cause affidavit, and I failed to see what lawful duty the officer was conducting when he told him to hang up the telephone. I don't know that the officer can just tell people to hang up the phone. I think that exceeds the scope of their job.
I'm not sure I agree with that. I think a police officer, when there's a large group of people and trying to control a large group, I think they can order people to stand over there, move over there, hang up your cell phone. I think they can do that if it's part of a larger, police have to control a group of people, and they clearly don't need people in the group calling other people to come join them. I can understand I think it's probably within their scope. But that being said, the court disagrees with your argument, but I'm going to release him on his own recognizance anyway.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Good luck. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Van Valkenburg is a medical reset.
Okay.
Shoot outside.
Let me ask you, didn't Van Valkenburg come through here recently?
I don't know about recently,
Medina?
but certain names you just remember. He's
Okay,
definitely been
Wednesday
through here.
PM on Van Valkenburg.
Page 7, medical reset.
How about Victor Medina,
Medical reset.
Raleigh Oglesby?
No, I'm sorry. Medina is here. I beg your pardon, Judge. My bad. Mr. Medina is present.
Mr. Medina, count 1, you have a $970, looks like a purge amount. Nah, I don't know what that is. It's out of Charlotte County, it's $970. Count 2 and 3 are probation violations. Count 2 is out of Broward. Count 3 is out of Orange County. So count 2 and 3 are no bond holes. Thank you.
Judge, I need a photo order for Mr.
Okay,
Medina.
I'll order that. Raleigh Oglesby, Tommy
For who?
Conyers,
Who, Dale?
and George Burns. George Burns is...
Who'd you need the photos for, Dale?
Medina.
Medina?
Okay.
Never mind.
Raleigh Oglesby. Okay, Raleigh Oglesby, sir, you're charged with grand
President,
theft auto.
we have a PC argument.
Go ahead, sir.
There's no indication that Mr. Oglesby knew or should have known that the car was not being paid for. No indication that he's the one who rented it. There's just no probable cause to believe that he was involved in the grand theft or any vehicle.
Okay, state what you're...
He's driving a stolen vehicle. He claims he got it from a cousin 2 weeks ago, Your Honor. It's been reported stolen since late January. He's from Georgia.
I'll be right back. Sir, the court's going to find probable cause. It's a very low standard, and granted, at trial, you may be able to, if this goes that far. I'm sure it may take a little bit more to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt, but, State, do you have any,
Your Honor, he's got a warrant right now out of Georgia from January of last year, 2014, selling marijuana. Other priors include out of Arizona. Actually, there's no dispo on that. Out of Georgia. DUI, possession of controlled substance from 2006.
okay, that's fine. Okay, sir, I'm just soon leave his bond at $1,000. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. You can bond out. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Tommy Conyers,
Mr. Figueredo is here.
got it. Mr. Conyers, you're a licensed suspended count 1. You're wanted out of,
Conyers? Here, switch with him.
Mr. Conyers, count 1. Just give me a quick moment.
We got this one. We're Sharon Newton. And here's Johnson. And I got Pierce, Cooper, Gabriel. Yep. And I guess we got Newton on the afternoon docket. Well, it's mine too.
No, you do it.
Okay. My
Sir,
pleasure. Well, I wouldn't say pleasure.
sir,
Okay.
count 1, 750. Count 3, that's a
I think we're
purge
sure to
amount
be
of
bonded out, so I just have
$200.
paperwork.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, Mr. Conyers has significant ties to the community. He does have a job. He's got the child that he's trying to support. The $200 purge amount, is there any way the court would consider pretrial release or ROR on count 1 so he can pay that $200 and get back to work?
Hold on. You know what I will do is I'll reduce your bond to $100, sir. Thank you. Yep, there you go. Now, we see George Burns. George Burns.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that. Mr. Burns is present. We need a phone order for him.
Mr. Burns, you're charged with DUI. DUI with an enhanced breath reading, .254, .251. Failed to drive in a single lane. Sir, the allegation, this is your 4th DUI. I'm going to look at your driving record real quick.
No, phone.
Okay.
Yeah. 8196 2001. And it looks like
Okay, so
are you showing
2,
this is wait, what?
3. I'm just not, okay, that's fine, but go ahead.
What do you see there was a refusal in 09, Judge?
Hold on.
It says something like disqualified permanent. Now, I mean, I would note that since then, he has gotten it reinstated as recently as 2013.
Well, I got a permanent.
But it does say disqualification, so I don't know if that's the same as a suspension.
Disqualification of,
Hey, Judge.
yeah.
I heard a rumor that Mr. Burns' bond has been posted. Can we just leave it alone?
I'll get right back with you on that, all right, sir? Let me look here. So, every single one of those. Okay. She's got 1, 2, 3, plus leaving the scene of a crash. And in this case, a 251. Sir, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna I'll leave your bond where it is, but does he have anything open, Steve?
One moment, Judge.
He's going to have pretrial release with a GPS monitor. I'm going to waive the cost of the monitor.
I'm not showing anything open, Your Honor.
Sir, I'm going to give you an ankle monitor. Sir, you're not allowed to. I'm going to have alcohol tested twice per week, all right? Sir, you're not
Hey, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I'll trade you 3 AA meetings for the GPS.
No, I was going to give him both, but
Okay.
no alcohol. No alcohol, sir. I'm going to order 3 AA meetings per week while you're on release. You're not allowed to touch a drop of alcohol, no alcoholic beverages. No, mouthwash, cough syrup, that's all going to count towards alcoholic beverages. That will not be an excuse. If you have any alcohol in your system, you're going to be tested twice per week. If they determine you've been drinking again, you'll be rearrested and put back in jail, all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, could you make a note to let me know about that and that prior person I told that to also, the woman? Yeah, and sir, you're not allowed to operate a motor vehicle. You're not allowed to, that includes a scooter, all the way, a moped, all the way up to a truck or a car, anything else. No ATVs, no motorcycles. It's all off limits. Court believes you represent a danger to the community based on your high breath reading and based on the fact that this looks like your 4th DUI. So no alcohol, 3 AA meetings per week. Twice per week you're going to be tested for alcohol. Thank you, sir. Okay, James Austin.
Main jail judge, Mr. Austin believes that he completed the 2011 probation.
Out of Collier County?
No, the one here.
One here in Broward? Okay.
Yeah, he says he finished it in November of 14.
Okay. Sir, count 1's going to be 1,000. Count 3 will be no bond. We'll find out about count 2. Actually, it's probably best we don't do anything for it because he'll get to his judge quicker, you know, here in Broward. If I find no PC, it comes off that that docket, you know? So, how about, Mr. Miller, for your client's benefit, why don't we just not disturb count 2? He's got a court date set. He can get before his judge and maybe get a whole package deal to get out of jail. You know? All right?
One moment, Your Honor. Sounds like a plan, Judge.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, one more and then we're going to go to our... what about Michael Whalen? Med? Isn't Whalen being held on something else also? No?
Med reset.
Okay, Wednesday PM. There you go. How about Shenard Neely? Shenard Neely.
He's in the main jail. He's sauntering up here.
There you go.
Sir, parole violation. You're going to be held without bond. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to call some MO cases. May I see Danny Pierce, Tyson Cooper, and Gene Gabriel. Okay, Danny Pierce.
Yes, sir.
Hi, sir. You have a municipal ordinance case for urinating in public. You want to resolve
Yeah.
it? Don't say anything.
Yes, sir. This is time on that, sir.
Already?
I got time served on that when I went to court.
Is there a way to resolve this case?
Yes, I have, sir.
You want the case number?
What's his name?
His name is Danny, D-A-N-N-I-E, Pierce.
DANNIE.
I.E. last name Pierce, P-I-E-C-R-E.
I mean, Your Honor, he resolved a lot of other cases. Is this 18064?
Yes.
He resolved a lot of other cases
Right.
last year, but not this one.
Danny, you didn't resolve this. Do you want to resolve
Yes,
it? right
I
now?
did, sir. I was in jail and they gave me time served for that.
Sir? Okay.
Shoot.
I'm going to appoint Mr. Shate. Mr. Shate, he's resolved it. Our computers say he hasn't. I don't think he believes me.
Judge, can I call over there real quickly? Or put him on the back?
I want to resolve it, sir.
Yeah.
Hold it. Call him up, all right?
Why can't I even?
Okay. Just give us a moment. Sir,
I'll do that at the end. So,
sir, have it move to the side. We'll be right back with you.
so that.
Yeah.
All right, Tyson Cooper.
Yes, sir.
So you have a warrant for petty theft. I'm going to, sir, you going to bond out of jail?
I got no money.
Do you have a job?
No, I guess it's high, but I don't get paid to the 27th.
You get SSI?
Yeah, I'm getting money to the 27th.
Okay. I'm going to leave your bond at $250. That's a warrant for not showing up in court. Would you like
I sent my mom, but she didn't give me the paper.
Okay, would you like me to give you an attorney? You get a free attorney. Would you like me to do that for you?
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm
Okay, I'm going to
yeah.
appoint Mr. Shate to represent you, all right?
Yeah.
There you go. How about Gene Gabriel?
Yes, sir.
I call my hunger bomb, man.
Mr. Gabriel, sir, you're here for drinking alcohol in public. You want to resolve it right now? Just plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand
Yes,
we're
sir.
not going to have a trial? You're not going to have your day in court. It's over with right now?
Yes, sir.
Do you need me to give you an attorney to help you make this decision, or can you go without an attorney right now?
Without an attorney right now,
All right, sir. Anybody forcing you or pressuring you to make this decision?
No, sir.
Okay, how do you plead?
No contest.
I'm going to withhold adjudication. Good luck, Mr. Gabriel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Curtis Johnson and Joshua Newton? Curtis Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Johnson's a little bit of a unique situation from 2012, 2011. Open containers of alcohol, multiple accounts, and this looks like City of Fort Lauderdale. What do you feel, Mr. Monterey, about these go back 3-4 years?
Related.
Sir, would you like to resolve them all right now? Just
Yes,
plead
sir.
no contest?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, do you understand by pleading no contest, you're not going to have your day in court? It's going to be wrapped up right now, all 6 cases?
Yes, sir, I do.
Now, do you need me to give you an attorney to help you make this decision, go over your case with you?
No, sir, I don't.
Can you go without an attorney?
Yes.
Can you go without
Yes,
an
sir.
attorney? Okay.
Yes, sir, I can.
All right, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Yeah, withhold adjudication. Thank you. Yes. How about Joshua Newton?
Josh, go ahead. Judge, he's here. He's got both.
Count 1 is a municipal ordinance for possession of a controlled substance. Count 2 is the same thing. Count 2 is a state violation. Count 3 is a state violation for theft. They're all warrants for failing to show up in court. Now,
He's interested in resolving all of these cases if the court's so
okay,
inclined.
well, I'm not inclined to resolve count 3. Excuse me. This is Mr. Newton. Let me ask, Mr. Newton, are you currently employed?
I'm self-employed. I do hair.
You do hair? Do you have any money in the bank?
Yes. No, not right now.
Do you own land or property in South Florida?
No, I don't.
Do you have any financial means to hire an attorney? If you want to hire one, do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
Yes, I do.
Well, you just, how much money do you have available?
I'm saying I know I can get them, but I don't have it personally right now on me.
You don't, well, do you have it anywhere, the money?
No, I don't have it, sir. Not with them. I'm saying I don't have it personally, but I have it. I can get the money.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
would you have to borrow the money?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
I would have to.
then that doesn't count toward ability.
But I know
to
it's
pay.
guaranteed.
So what I'm
But
going
it's
to do,
guaranteed.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to appoint Mr. Shade on count 1, and then I guess the PD is going to represent him on 2 and 3, all right? Mr. Shade, I'm going to give you count 1, all right?
Okay, thank you, Judge. That's it. Okay.
Here you go. Sir, here you go. Your bond's right now going to be $1,500, sir. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Judge,
I'll go call the
we've
other.
got Jordan Wyatt on the second look docket. He's an MO.
Take care of this, Mr.
Steve, on that last guy, you were already appointed.
Was it?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
I don't know about that. Unless they move really fast these days.
It is a violation of federal law to use this product in a manner inconsistent with labor.
Okay, Wyatt.
What would be inconsistent?
Okay, so for drinking in a licensed establishment. Okay, let me look here.
Sanitizers.
Where's Jordan Wyatt or Wyatt Jordan? Are you there?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Wyatt Jordan, where are you?
Right here, sir. Main jail.
Okay.
Press that button.
I think Wyatt Jordan had quite a few cards.
Don't press that button.
From what I understand, laying across the sidewalk, the side of Quick Stop, open alcohol, right?
We did him the other day, right? Is this the same?
Intoxicated condition. Okay.
Steel preserve.
This was 1 o'clock, maybe 1:15 in the afternoon. Appointed Mr. Shade. In the SAP program.
Caucus?
Yep,
There you go.
in SAP. So that was done January 12th. So I'm not going to take any action today. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, could I say one thing, please?
Go ahead,
Okay. I want you to understand just one thing. This was because you appointed me to SAP last year, I had 8.5 months clean. This was a 1-week slip up. I have an opportunity to go back to mission recovery, work, and support 2 of my 3 kids.
Right.
I mean, honest to God, I'm going back to NA meetings. This was a 1-week slip up. This wasn't like a process or anything that went on. I had an issue with my wife and I slipped up. That's why I'm asking. I'm pleading to the courts to allow me to be released so that I can get back to work. I have 2 children that have to be supported, and I have work and I have Mission Recovery Halfway House willing to take me in. So I'm pleading to the courts for help, or just to allow me to resolve it.
If I remember correctly, that he had worked just prior to this. Is that true, Mr. Wyatt? You had worked just prior to this?
Yeah, I still work. G8 van lines. I'm an estimator there. I slipped up for 1 week. They want.
He's a moving
I have a
estimator.
job.
How long has he been in jail now? 5 days?
Since the 11th,
6 or 7, yeah, 5 or 6 days.
about a week.
Oh, since the 7th? So 10 days.
7 days, all right.
10 days?
Yeah, I'll, well, you know what, I mean, your argument actually made my point that me putting you in SAP last year cleaned you up, and that's what I was trying to do now. But
But like I said, it was a 1-week slip up. I had 8.5 months clean.
Come on, let's be realistic. You're sleeping on a sidewalk, drunk out of your
It wasn't.
mind at 1:15 in the afternoon. I mean,
Let me
a lot
just
of
say,
people
I wasn't
slip up,
asleep.
but when you start passing out drunk on a sidewalk in front of a convenience store at 1:15 in the afternoon, that's a little bit more than a slip up. I mean, that's like...
No, Your Honor, I do understand what you're saying. I wasn't asleep. I had laid my back down for a moment when the police officer...
Sir, I don't know if you were sleeping. I don't know if you were, I don't know what you were doing. You're a grown
I'm just
man.
saying that
and
I have
you're
two
a grown
children.
man. You smell like booze, and you're laying across the sidewalk in front of a convenience store at 1:15 in the afternoon.
You're absolutely correct.
You know. Okay, you want to work it out today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you plead?
I plead no contest.
You understand we're not going to have a trial. The case is not going to go to court. It's over with right now. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you
Yes,
need
sir,
to
Your Honor.
speak with Mr. Shate any more about this, your attorney?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Are you, so you want to go ahead and plead no contest?
Yes, sir, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Shade, is there any reason he shouldn't take a plea today on this?
No, Judge.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to accept your plea. I'm going to withhold adjudication, sir. Don't go back to that quick stop, all right?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, now, go ahead and make that call.
Judge,
Yep.
while that's happening, can we recall this young fellow, Mr. Figueredo,
Okay.
so you can tell him to update his address?
Okay, Mr. Figueredo. Sir.
Yes.
Wait, you're not Figueredo. I mean, you are Figueredo. Do you have Figueredo? Well, I don't need it.
Page 7, Judge.
Sir, apparently, they don't have a valid address for you, an accurate address. So when you get out of jail, you contact the clerk of the court, Broward County Clerk of the Court, and let them know what your updated address is, all right?
I've received mail from the court like a week and a half ago.
Look,
I wasn't here.
Call them
yeah,
up
I'll
and
do
just
it. Yes,
double
no
check,
problem.
all right?
No problem. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
There you go. What about, got that. Okay, what about Anthony Bellamy?
He's right here.
Hello, Judge. How you doing today?
Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Anthony, I'm gonna send you to Judge Lerner around, all right?
Judge, can I just resolve it today?
No, because every time we let you out of jail, you go right back to doing the same thing at the same
Judge.
place every
Oh.
time.
Judge, I promise you and I never go back to that spot
That's
again if you give me
that's
a
what you
chance.
told me the last time I let you out, and you went right back there.
No, I didn't go that way, Judge. I was just walking across the street and this officer seen me and he locked me up.
I understand. Judge Lerner Wren's going to
Please.
help you. All right, Mr. Bellamy? Thank you.
So how long would it be before I see her?
Couple days. Thank you. All right.
Judge,
What about
call Mr. Pierce?
Danny Pierce?
Yes, sir. I will resolve it, sir.
All right.
Did you finish that?
I appointed Shade on this. Sir, Mr. Shade, any reason we can't resolve it today?
Judge, I
You had
spoke
time
to
to
him.
speak with him?
I did, Judge.
He understands that this case is still open. It was never closed.
Correct.
Sir, how do you plead to this
Well,
charge,
it-
Mr.
No
Pierce?
contest, sir.
You
No
understand the
contest.
case is over with today?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
No, I don't
I'll
need any
accept
of it.
that.
I
I'll
just
withhold
wanted to-
adjudication. Thank you.
Thank you.
We got one more on the second look, Judge.
Oh, he's about to call me.
Who do you have?
Paul Thomas. Good morning, trespass, $25
Okay.
bond. How long you been in? How long you been in custody? 6 days?
Yeah, I've been in custody since Friday.
I'm fine with anything you guys want to do on it.
What charges number so we can call them know that we need to
I got that time, sir. I got to sit. My brother got to go through.
He's working on it. He's just gonna.
I want to make sure. I'm going to look here, find out what's going on.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. What's up?
Right.
See, you got to go from espresso to like 80-ounce cups of.
Okay. Sir, you want to resolve your case today, Mr. Thomas?
Yes, sir, I appreciate that.
Sir, if you plead no contest, it's over with today. We're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. It's over with right now. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir, I appreciate it.
Okay, sir, you're not allowed to go back to the Sunset Plaza. Do you understand that?
I guess so, sir. Yes, I
You
understand
can't go
that.
back there even if you need to charge your phone. They don't want you on the plaza. Don't ride your bike across it. Don't step foot on it, all right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Okay, I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. We're clear from the main.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. How about your mind, Sands? Sure. I'm writing this down anyway if you get.
Dead late.
All right. Mr. Sands, where are you, sir? It's your mind, Sands?
How many more? After this guy is you guys. Jeez.
Okay. We don't have your mind, Sands, so let's go to this. Is there anything else we need? We done?
We're done, Judge.
Okay, do we have Bacon in the jail? Do you have Bacon over there?
Conti, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Bacon. Okay.
Your Honor, we have not yet filed an information. He's entitled to release.
Mr. Bacon, I'm going to order you be released on your own recognizance. Thank you, Mr. Bacon.
This is a different Bacon than the other.
It's not the same Bacon?
Different Bacon altogether.
Oh.
Roderick. No, this one's Ronnie.
We got
This
two
one's
cases
Ronnie.
with Bacon in the jail.
The one on loan is Roderick.
Everything is better with bacon.
Well, no, we got two cases of Bacon in the jail.
2 cases of bacon? I hope they keep fresh.
No, we have Ronnie Bacon and who's the other?
Roderick.
Ronnie and Roderick Bacon.
Keep that in the fridge.
All right.
Saying nothing.
All right, Judge, let me know.
See ya. Okay, thank you, Mr. Bacon.
Which one?
Thank you. That is Mr. Bacon, am I correct? Okay.
He's answering to the.
Okay. Are you Ronnie Bacon?
Yes, sir.
Bacon, you're going to be released from custody. All right? I'm releasing you. All right?
Thank
Good luck. Hey, what about, we have Travis Lee? Where's
Yes,
Tra-
sir.
Hi, Mr.
He
Lee.
can be ROR'd on both of his cases.
So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on case 14-16717 CF10A and 15-511 CF10. You can be released ROR on both counts cases. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir.
What's your name? Where you from? Where you from? Try to say that's good.
Okay, now, what is your name, sir? Joe?
Joseph Phillips.
Okay, Mr. Phillips. Okay, we're here on cocaine, paraphernalia, theft.
Yeah, his case has been put in drug court. Looks like I know you put notes on his findings.
Is this the second look?
Oh yeah, this is the second look. He was arrested February 2nd.
Yeah, let me look here on Mr. Just give me a quick moment.
It's an easy number to remember. 15, 15, 15. CF10A.
Give me a moment here. I'm just looking Walmart.
No, I never drank this though.
Crack cocaine.
Just never been into hot drinks. Any kind of. Yeah.
Discriminating shit like that.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Cocaine addiction. Yeah, he gave a false name of Joseph McCoy 3 times.
She said something about drinking soap. That's different.
Got a prior petty theft out of Miami. Okay, just give me a moment here.
Wait, that's 1 too many zeros. 7 6.
Stupid. Who?
So,
Who's in?
how come you haven't bonded out of jail yet, Mr.
I
Phillips?
didn't even know.
I wasn't able to contact anyone that could pay the bond.
Would you have family down here in South Florida?
I have some friends down here.
Well, do they know you're in jail?
Yeah. Is that
I
supposed
don't
to be a
believe
credit
so.
mark on the front?
Well, do you have a roommate?
Here, I'll show you right now.
Yes.
Well, do you imagine your roommate, since you haven't come back home for more than 2 weeks, they're probably thinking that you're probably either in jail or something bad's happened to you?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why your roommate hadn't come to bond you out. Were you employed before you were arrested?
Yes.
What type of work was that?
Corner store work, cooking, and stocking.
Okay, do you think you'd have that job if you get out of jail?
Yeah.
How long have you worked there?
Probably for about 4 months, 5 months.
Okay. How long have you lived in South Florida?
About 9 months now.
Okay, where are you from?
West Virginia.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today. And
Okay.
I'm glad you stayed in probably a couple weeks, I imagine, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully you're off the cocaine now. So what I'm going to do is you're going to probably end up in drug court here in Broward County. But in the meantime, I'm going to order you get a pretrial release. You're going to go there tomorrow between 8 and noon in downtown Fort Lauderdale. The person right next to you will give you a map on how to get there with an address. But it is right across from the main courthouse in downtown Fort Lauderdale. So if you get lost or whatever, just ask people where the courthouse is in Fort Lauderdale. It's right across the street, all right?
Okay.
Now, you're going to be drug tested every week. I'm going to make sure that you're not doing any cocaine, any marijuana, no prescription medication. If the court finds out that you've done any of those things after this hearing, because you're clean right now, if you have any after this hearing, you're going to be rearrested and put back in jail, all right?
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Judge.
Excuse me. Wait. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
All right, thank you.
No. Sir, get a map right there. Could you give him a map for pretrial?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, this is...
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
There you go. Okay. We'll reset him for tomorrow afternoon, all right? Okay, so I think that is a wrap, am I correct? That's it? Okay. So that's a wrap, everyone. Thank you very much.
There you go, see?
It's
You
just a
do it.
little after 3. Today was a very quiet, light day.
like it.
Hopefully tomorrow will be the same way. It's always domestic violence that controls our dockets here. So the fewer, the better for everyone. And until tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the morning, we're out from 2:35. Thank you.